What are vestigial organs? Vestigial organs are like nature's leftovers, parts of the body that were once useful to our ancestors but no longer serve a critical function in modern humans or other organisms. Vestigial organs are structures or body parts that have lost most of their or all of their original function due to evolution. However, they have been retained in their reduced form because they are not harmful enough to be removed by natural selection. Just think of them as old tools in a toolbox. They were essential at some point, but now we have got better tools and barely use them anymore. Why do they exist? Evolution doesn't throw away things unless necessary. If a body part becomes less useful but doesn't harm survival, it might stick around for generations. Over time, these structures might shrink, lose their functionality, or take on new roles. They remain as evolutionary fossils, giving us clues about our past. Let's understand some famous examples of vestigial organs in humans. One of them is the appendix. Once helped our ancestors digest tough, fibrous plant material, but however, now it doesn't do much for digestion. But recent research suggests that it might have a minor immune role by storing good gut bacteria. Some mammals, like koalas, have a much larger appendix because they still use it for digesting plants. Another example are our wisdom teeth. Our ancestors had bigger jaws to chew raw, tough food. Wisdom teeth were helpful for grinding it all down. Today, our smaller jaws struggle to fit them, leading to painful dental problems. Many people now remove them surgically because they are basically useless. Another can be the tailbone, also called as the coccyx, a leftover from when our ancestors had tails for balance and mobility. Now, it's just a bony base at the bottom of our spine. It helps anchor some muscles but doesn't do much otherwise. Another fascinating vestigial leftover is the phenomenon called as goosebumps, caused by tiny muscles at the base of hair follicles that contract when we are cold or when we are scared. For our furry ancestors, this raised hair would trap heat or make them look bigger to predators. However, for us, it's just a cute reminder of our primal past. Palmaris longus is another vestigial organ, a tendon in the forearm that was useful for climbing and hanging. About 10% of people don't even have it anymore, and it is not missed. Surgeons sometimes use it in reconstructive surgeries. There is also a third eyelid called plica semilunaris, a tiny fold of tissue in the inner corner of your eye. It's a remnant of a third eyelid, like those in birds and reptiles, that once protected and moistened our eyes. We also have ear muscles, which are another vestigial organ. Some people can wiggle their ears using tiny muscles called auricular muscles. These muscles helped early mammals move their ears to detect predators, but they are now just a fun party trick. Even other animals have vestigial structures. Humans are not the only ones with evolutionary leftovers. Whales and snakes have tiny hidden pelvic bones, a leftover from when their ancestors had legs. Flightless birds like ostriches and emus have wings but they can't fly. The wings may help in balance or mating displays but are largely vestigial. Blind cave fish live in total darkness and have eyes that no longer function. Instead, they rely on other senses like touch and smell. Are vestigial organs completely useless? Not necessarily. Some vestigial parts may have secondary or minor functions. For example, the appendix might play a small immune role, or goosebumps might signal emotional states, or the tailbone provides muscle attachment points. Even if they are not critical, they are not entirely useless. Why are vestigial organs important? Vestigial organs are like a window into evolution. They show us how species have adapted to their environments over millions of years. They are also evidence of shared ancestry. For example, human tailbones hint at our connection to animals with tails. Think of a smartphone with a headphone jack. Modern wireless tech made it redundant, but it's still there in some models. Vestigial organs are exactly like that. Some vestigial organs may disappear entirely as evolution continues. For example, wisdom teeth might vanish as more people are born without them. The appendix could shrink further or disappear in distant future generations. Vestigial organs are fascinating remnants of our evolutionary journey. They are like hidden Easter eggs in our bodies, reminding us of how far we have come. Even though they don't serve the grand purposes they once did, they hold incredible clues to our past and maybe even our future. Thank you so much for listening.